Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and welcome to the English News of Bình Phuoc radio television station and newspaper. I'm Bình Như and following in the headlines as usual. Bình Phuoc rolls out the red carpet for foreign investors. Binh Phuoc's regular blood donation rate reaches 65%. Binh Phuoc restructures pepper cultivation. Prime Minister meets voter in Cần Thơ City. Hà Nam urged to further improve the investment climate. State budget revenue reaches nearly 40% of the estimate. And now are the details. Binh Phuoc has become a magnet for foreign investment thanks to its attractive investment policies, and the province had long viewed foreign investment attraction as a spearhead solution to boost the industrialization and modernization.
FDI enterprises have an important role to play in Binh Phuoc's socio-economic development. During the January to April period, it licensed 9 FDI projects with total newly registered and additional capital of $69 million, accounting for 23% of the annual target. Foreign investors have to date poured more than $3.5 billion into 371 projects. 12 of 15 industrial parks have come into operation in Binh Phuoc, attracting 379 projects, including 283 foreign invested projects. With a view to boosting Binh Phuoc's sustainable development, authorities said it will work to facilitate the operations of foreign enterprises in the bid to open up more opportunities and instill confidence among investors.
The regular blood donation rate in Binh Phuoc province currently stands at 65%, which is substantially higher than the national average of 50%. Regular blood donation drive help ensure there are sufficient and stable blood supplies for treatment around the province.
The local steering board for blood donations has worked to boost communications and raise public awareness about voluntary blood donations. Voluntary blood donations have received an enthusiastic response from local residents over the years. Donors play their part in ensuring high-quality sources of blood and adequate supplies for emergency treatment. Binh Phuoc is working to secure more than 14,300 units of blood this year, some 4,400 of which are expected to be collected through the Những giọt máu hồng Red Drops of Blood campaign.
Farmers in Binh Phuoc province have been encouraged to intercrop plants in their pepper plantations to improve incomes and reduce risk. The area for pepper cultivation will fall some 28% as a result.
Most local pepper crops post low yields, as farmers have been paid due regard to caring for their plantations since pepper prices experience a sharp decline. Under Binh Phuoc's agricultural restructuring program, the pepper cultivation area will fall 28% to 13,000 hectares by 2025, with an average yield of 2.98 tons per hectare. The figures by 2030 will be 10,000 hectares and 3.2 tons per hectare. Binh Phuoc plans to zone off areas for high-quality pepper cultivation and processing in Lộc Ninh, Bù Đốp, Hớn Quản, Bù Đăng, Bù Gia Mập, and Phú Riềng districts. Along with pepper, it will also cut the cultivation area of other perennial trees in the time to come.
Let's begin with the domestic news with the latest activities of Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính in Cần Thơ City.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính and other National Assembly deputies of the Mekong Delta city of Cần Thơ had a meeting with voters in Bình Thủy district on May 14, ahead of the 15th Parliament's whip session. Local voters expressed their belief in the leadership and government of the party, National Assembly and government, saying the government and the Prime Minister have issued proper directions to tackle difficulties to support social economic recovery and development, improve people's living standards, and step up the fight against corruption and negative phenomena. They also raised opinions about some issues relevant to enterprise development, job creation and maintenance, income improvement, housing and social security, along with the enforcement of legal rules on rights and interests of enterprises and workers. The Prime Minister appreciated voters' feedback and asked competent agencies and related sectors to respond to the opinions. The government will exert efforts to address the problems in the coming time, he affirmed. On the occasions of the Workers' Month in May, Prime Minister Chính symbolically presented 200 gift packages to disadvantaged workers in Cần Thơ City.
National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ had asked the Northern Province of Hà Nam to work with the Ministry of Planning and Investment to promptly complete its development planning to enable its faster growth.
On May 14th afternoon, National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ worked with the Standing Board of the Hà Nam Provincial Party Committee on the implementations of the resolutions of the 13th Party Congress and socio-economic development tasks over the first 4 months of this year. Chairman Huệ expressed his impressions on the achievements the locality has reached in all fields. The province needs to pay attention to reforming administrative procedures and improving business and investment environment, he said. Previously, Chairman Huệ attended the groundbreaking ceremony of Phù Thử Intersection Project and the inaugurations of Tương Lĩnh Sports Complex in Kim Bảng District. These key works creating a driving force for socio-economic development for Hà Nam Province and its vicinity.
The total state budget revenue in the first 4 months of this year reached some $27.5 billion, accounting for nearly 40% of the estimate and 95% of the same period last year.
Out of the 63 provinces and centrally run cities nationwide, 25 localities recorded state budget revenue, topping 38% of this year's targets. 16 localities saw the collection higher than that in the same period of last year, and 47 others were lower. The Ministry of Finance also said, the state budget balance expenditure, in the 4 months, reached 500 trillion Vietnam dong, equaling 24% of the estimate, up 6% over the same period last year. It said, expenditures in the 4 months were carried out as planned, meeting demand for socio-economic development, defense, security safeguarding, state management, debt repayment, and implementation of social security tasks.
The Northern Province of Hải Dương has been taking actions to promote logic sales at the specialty fruits of Thanh Hà district is ripening in the later half of May.
Renowned for lychee, Thanh Hà District, Hải Dương Province, is currently home to 3,265 hectares under the fruit, including 1,700 hectares early ripening one. About 400 hectares was met Vietgap standards and 50 hectares global gap. China remains a large market of Vietnamese lychee. This year, lychee export to China will face many challenges as this neighboring market has high and strict requirements for agricultural imports, so localities are working harder on production organization and quality management. Thanh Hà District houses 45 lychee farming zones provided with 168 production unit cores. It is fine-tuning regulations to maintain the 11 granted packing house cores and have an additional 3. Some lychee production and exporting companies estimated that 85% of the workload has been completed to be ready for a successful crop.
That's all for today on News of Bình Phước Radio, television station and newspaper. Once again, thanks for watching and goodbye for now.